What the fuck?
Dude, they post these quicker than I can get to them. Saquon Barkley, 302 yards, 2 touchdowns. On that same day, the entire Giants offense had 245 yards and 1 touchdown. Is this a compliment to Saquon, a diss to the Giants, or both? I think it's both of them. Saquon went crazy and the Giants are poverty. Giants fans watching Saquon Barkley outgain their entire offense after they just cut the QB they chose to pay instead. You know what is so crazy about this? People were really calling Saquon Barkley washed when he was on New York. Because he had that injury and he came back and people were like, oh, this isn't the same Saquon. He's getting 2 yards a carry. He's a bum. He's not good anymore. And then you just put him on a halfway mediocre team where you can do more than just run the football. And all of a sudden he's a god. It just goes to show you how offensive line and scheme dependent the running back position can be. It's also why running backs don't get paid. It's just crazy that we could think Saquon was washed and now he's literally having an MVP season. The Eagles are now 7-0 since Nick Sirianni shaved his head. He looks like a goofball. The Giants really let Saquon Barkley go in order to pay a guy that they have now already cut. I talked about this for so long, but yeah, that's insane.
All right, so I just talked to Ed Barry, and I think just mulling over this, the right thing to do is let you test the market and see what your value is.
Ugh, that's such an uncomfortable conversation.
I don't want to do the franchise thing or all that stuff again. I don't want to go through that. We've both been through that. You know, if you really want to be a Giant for life and you're interested in staying here and coming back, just see what your market is and then have Ed come back to us and we'll see if we can come to an agreement.
I've never seen this clip.
All right, I appreciate that.
Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Can you give me your word on that, or you're not going to give us a chance?
What do you mean? I'm just circling back?
Yeah.
I mean, I already told you where I want to be, so.
Okay. All right. Well, let's do that. We'll go out and see what the market says. I think it's the right.
Ugh, that is so awkward. Never forget when the Giants owner said he'd have a tough time sleeping if Saquon goes to Philadelphia.
I'd have a tough time sleeping if Saquon goes to Philadelphia, I'll tell you that.
Tell him.
As I've told you, just being out.
Tell him.
I've been around enough players, so but he's the most popular player we have by far.
Yeah.
This guy knows ball. But honestly, at the end of the day, like, what can you really do? I guess you can offer him the super mega bag, but the thing is, like, yeah, hindsight's 2020. What would the Giants have done with Saquon? They wouldn't have done anything with him. They would have continued to do the same thing with Saquon that they've always done, which is nothing. They would have given him a shitty quarterback, a shitty scheme, a mediocre offensive line, and he would have put up the same stats, more or less. Even if you kept him, I don't know that he's going to go nuclear like the way he's going. There's nothing I can do for them. Bro, you're literally their coach. Yeah, I heard about this. I didn't see it.
Once those guys cross the white lines, there's nothing I can do for them. There's nothing any coach can do for them once they cross the white line. It's my job to continue to prepare not only them, but our coaches to go out here and play better football. Thanks.
What? That's just a case of saying the wrong thing. It is quite literally your job to make sure that when they cross the white line that they play their best and behave their best. That is your job. I don't think that's really what he meant to say. Gerard Mayo coaching the Patriots every week.
There's no strategy. I have no strategy. There's zero strategy.
I mean, what could he do, though? You gotta cut him a little bit of slack. That team is washed. That team does not. I think the New England Patriots have bottom 3 talent on their roster. I'm trying to think who's really got bottom 3 talent. Tennessee Titans have bottom. They don't have a lot of talent at all. I like to hear Tart. The Patriots are ass, just talent-wise. You know who doesn't have a lot of talent but is really playing well, though, is the Washington Commanders. Jaden Daniels is really good, but that team is not supposed to be good on, and they're good. Coach, please make some in-game adjustments.
Oh, hey.
He's just having a good time.
Got him.
He's just goofing around.
Oh, heads up. Got him. Got him all.
Is he just doing this shit all day?
Got him all.
He knows he's mic'd up. He's just giving us a good moment. Patriots got Drake May going through it. Yeah. Honestly, Drake May's probably got Drake May going through it. The 49ers kicker and long snapper should have choked Deebo out after this job. Bro, I said this. When Deebo was so pissed at them for missing, I remember watching this game thinking like, damn, imagine. I remember this throw, though. That's a hard-ass catch. Could he have caught it? Yeah, probably, but you got a backer about to light you up. From that angle, you should catch it.
McKinney has done it.
Frankly, if you're an NFL wide receiver and the ball hits both of your hands, you should catch it. That's the reality of catching the football. Deebo Samuel on the 49ers sideline trying to avoid eye contact with the kicker after he caused an interception. Can you imagine Jake Moody's 5'9" ass going up and chase? Jake Moody's kind of thick, though. He's a stocky kicker. He's kind of a thick boy. Tabor Pepper and Jake Moody to Deebo Samuel in the film room. This may be the first time in NFL history I've known the name of a long snapper. Kyle Shanahan putting Brock Purdy back on the field next week after watching Brandon Allen. I think it's Braden Allen, but I don't think it really matters. That guy was dog. It reminds you that Brock Purdy is not a system QB. He's actually really good. Because you put another guy in the system and they suck. Although, can we talk about this? The 49ers fall off needs to be studied. I get some of their players are injured. The Niners are 5-7. They're not even going to smell the playoffs. That's crazy. They took down the Lions. They went to the Super Bowl. They followed that up with a losing record. Like, that's actually pretty hard to do. This is the nastiest use of the B button in real life that I've ever seen. Yeah, Kevontae Turpin's a dog. There's not too much to be excited about as a Cowboys fan right now, but Kevontae Turpin is one of them. He is probably the best special teamer in the league right now, I think.
Kevontae Turpin takes it all the way.
Bo Nix snatching Rookie of the Year from Jaden Daniels. No. Jaden Daniels had another very good week.
That shit fake, nigga.
I don't want to hear it. Jaden Daniels is still winning that shit. Jaden Daniels is my GOAT, my savior. He saved my fantasy team from being dog shit. I would not be 8-5 if it was not for Jaden Daniels. Saquon and AJ Brown hit Jared McCain's TikTok dance as their touchdown celebration. I don't think this is Jared McCain's dance. I'm pretty sure it's just a TikTok dance, but fine. They really be practicing this shit. They really be practicing that shit. Like, that takes a bit of choreography. Bengals lose another close one. Joe Burrow, 600 yards and 7 touchdowns. Jamar Chase, 400 yards and 5. Higgins went hard. Evan McPherson whiffed a bunch of kicks, and they lose by a point to the bye week. But they got a lot of fantasy points. Quentin Johnston, Monday Night Football highlights. 5 targets, no catches, no yards, 3 drops, and the worst wide receiver game in NFL history. Now, that's a stretch. This is absolutely insane to me. I like Quentin Johnston. I think he's got good size. I think he actually gets solid separation now in his second year. But I have never seen a wide receiver get so many chances. That's the weird thing to me. Like, when wide receivers drop even 1 or 2 balls, I see them get, like, benched, canned, significantly moved out of the rotation. Quentin Johnston, is it just like a depth thing on the Chargers? Do they just have nobody else to put in there? Throw the damn ball to Ladd McConkey. Let Ladd McConkey do it. And these drops are really pitiful drops, too. These are, like, no excuse drops. Like, this one right here, that is a beat. That's fucking gorgeous, bro. I hate to say it, but I actually could catch that. I hate to say it, but I actually legitimately could catch that football. That's crazy, man. He's not even covered. I'm gonna be that guy. This is an understandable drop. It's a deep comeback. This is a hard catch. Should he make it? Absolutely. Is it a hard catch? Yes. That one you gotta make. The thing is, it's like, the DB didn't even strip this. He never caught it. He never really caught it. He does not have that ball quite yet. The DB hasn't touched the football. There's footballs on his belly before his arms get in there. He didn't have a shot at catching that. It's a bummer, dude. It's just a bummer. And he was a high pick, and he looked good at TCU. He's really good at TCU. I don't know what happened with him. What the fuck did I just click on? Is this AI?
Said hi.
Stop it! Even the fake industry plant can't believe how bad Quentin Johnston is.
And they come back to
Do you think this chick knows that they're going to put the camera on her every single time? Do you think she just, like, totally plays it up because now she knows the camera's going to be on her? Or do you think she's really just a diehard Chargers fan? You never know. Quentin Johnston, Zay Flowers, Jordan Addison. I'm going to be honest, though. Like, hold up for a second. Zay Flowers kind of has a drop problem, too. Okay, Jordan Addison's a dog. Jordan Addison's a dog. It's just that Justin Jefferson's the best wide receiver in the NFL. So, obviously, like, there's going to be games where he simply doesn't get the football. But, dude, either of these teams would probably be happier with Jordan Addison. I've seen Zay Flowers make some very good plays, but damn does he drop some footballs, bro. This is a wild story, but apparently the Chargers coach's dad slept with the Ravens coach's mom. No way. I love the Harbaughs, actually. Like, I hated Harbaugh so much because he was at Michigan, but deep down I always liked him. It was like when Tom Brady went to the Buccaneers. Like, I love Tom Brady then. Couldn't stand him on New England. Jim Harbaugh at Thanksgiving dinner when John asks how work went this week. Derrick Henry when a Chargers DB tries to tackle him. Yoink. 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 Eolink. Whose uncle? Whose washed up uncle who's trying to relive his glory days is stiff arming the shit out of 4-year-olds? If I could do one thing with no repercussions, no consequences, just like one genie wish, but like it's gotta be really stupid. You know what I mean? Like the genie's not gonna give me $1 billion, but he's gonna let me do something really fucking stupid. I would love to full pads just run through a bunch of little shit crying 6-year-olds, bro. I would love to go 1v11 and just give them CTE for life, bro.
Fuck them kids.
Lamar recreated his viral touchdown from high school.
Jackson to the
Yeah,
edge.
this is one of the sickest clips ever.
Touchdown Ravens.
That's crazy.
Jackson QB.
I remember when I first saw this clip, I had no idea that was Lamar Jackson. Like when I first saw this clip, Lamar was in the pros. When I first saw this, I saw it like 2-3 years late, right? I didn't know it was him. I was just like, wow, that kid's athletic as shit. I wonder what happened with him.
Touchdown Ravens.
But now when you watch Lamar, it's so clear that that's Lamar. Like, he still runs like that. Lamar Jackson should have 30 touchdowns and 0 interceptions this year. Here are his only 3 interceptions.
Jackson, and that pass
What did I say about Zay Flowers? Just kidding. That's Nelson Aguilar. He's a bum.
intercepted by Spillane right into the hands.
Oh, it's Bateman. Doesn't matter. Nobody on the Ravens can catch the fucking football.
But Jacorian Bennett knocks it away right into the waiting arms.
It's a tight window.
On 2nd and
It's a
10.
tight window, I guess.
Jackson's pass.
Intercepted.
Even Marky
There's
Mark,
that first
bro.
interception. Sanger still, the rookie from Michigan.
And he's going to get a nice little tackle for it. Yeah, I'd be pissed. I'd be hot. I mean, it's a tough ball, and it's not right in his chest. But yeah, I mean,
Ball a little wide.
yeah, you got to catch that.
Deep drop, timing
This one
route.
pissed me off.
In the bucket, caught by Hill.
I mean, he just
fighting for the
straight
football.
up
They come
took
away
that
with
fucking
it.
ball from him. I just really like Lamar. He just took that shit, bro.
He got the
Just
arm
took
in
it.
there, and then
It's a hell of a,
kept
actually, it's a
ripping
hell of
at
a
it.
play is what it was. Although here's the thing about this, by the way. How many should-be interceptions are dropped because the DB just literally butterfingers the shit out of it, right? Are we going to start putting in stats for like shouldn't be interceptions or dropped it? You can't do it. An interception just will always be an interception. I've thought about that before though. Like when you throw to a receiver dead in his hands and he just like bobbles it and then the ball goes to a DB, or on the flip side, you throw a ball directly at a DB and they're just like, you gotta leave interceptions as interceptions. We can't have these like asterisk stats. Chargers fans explaining why this game isn't Justin Herbert's fault in any way. Yeah, Justin Herbert may literally be the least criticized quarterback I've ever seen. He never gets legitimately criticized. Is he good? Yes. Can you criticize him still? Absolutely. Watch the Chargers' reactions after every Quentin Johnston drop.
By Johnston.
So there's the first one. Harbaugh's like, oh my God, you're a bum. You're homeless
Haven't been able
fraud.
to get the ball to
Get the ball to
Johnston
Lad
tonight.
McConkey. Next one.
There's Johnston. Can't hang
Oh,
on to that.
Quentin.
He was losing his footing at
Quinty
the top of the
poo.
route. And then
That's the only one I
stumbled
would give him the
against
benefit of the doubt. That was kind of tough.
Herbert. Here's
That
Johnston.
one-
He drops it again.
Like, he literally never had that.
It was knocked out by White.
He never had that.
But-
Everyone's booed. Dude, imagine getting booed in your own stadium, too. That's gotta fucking hurt, man. Like this, QJC. It's not that hard. Like this. Look at Harbaugh. Look at him getting reps in. Herbert has Quentin Johnston wide open on 3rd down. Bonk. Quentin Johnston and Jalen Reagor making sure no TCU wide receiver ever gets drafted in the 1st round ever again. Jalen Reagor was TCU? We should have known. You know, they used to say that about Ohio State quarterbacks. But honestly, Justin Fields has been pretty solid this year until Russ started. Now Russ looks incredible. And then CJ Stroud's been balling out. They're finally over that narrative.
His testicle sack is now so large, he has to wear a huge hoodie upside down instead of trousers.
Harbaugh just built like that. J.K. Dobbins' revenge game versus the Ravens. Uh-oh. Come here like a good boy. Yes, King Henry. Oh my God, what the hell is that? What the fuck is that? No shot they coded that in. This is so funny because I've been to so many EA events now. They show you how they make these celebrations. You guys all know what I'm talking about. These guys put on these black suits and then they put all these little motion capture balls on them. And then they manually do it. So if you see a celebration, it's like fucking Odell hitting the whip, right? They had some dude put on a suit and hit the whip. And that's how they put it in the game. So that means that there was somebody who got paid by EA to get down on all fours, crawl like a fucking dog, and do this up at someone else who's holding a football and staring like, I always think of the behind the scenes of it. It always reminds me of when people make those cringy ass fucking short form videos where they like shopping at Target. And like there's a shot of them like pushing their shopping cart from like 30 feet away. So you walked up there, you set your phone down, you hit record, then you walked back, got your cart, and then walked past your phone, and then went and got your phone and like, get a fucking job, bum. Get a real job like MMG. I sit here and watch memes for you stupid, brainless fucking idiots, and you watch it. Don't hate the player, hate the game.
Thank y'all for taking on this ride with me.
When it's the family Thanksgiving turkey bowl and your little cousin has been talking smack, he doesn't realize that you've been drinking since 8 a.m. and started on JV as a senior. It's a man's game tonight now, you know that. It's a man's game tonight. This is what I'm talking about. I just want to light up a little 6-year-old. Dude, I hate children so bad. I despise them so much. Me at Thanksgiving dinner when my uncle asked how my 4-8 fantasy team is doing. Couldn't be me. It could never be me. Me, 12 beers deep, throwing absolute piss missiles at the family Thanksgiving turkey bowl while my wife is inside cheating on me with the neighbor. I think I'm 07 Tom Brady. The only thing unrelatable about this is having a wife. Holy shit, I've been through so many, dude. I'm actually fucked. No woman will ever be enough. I'm going gay.
I fed up with this world.
Quentin Johnston, can you pass the turkey? That literally could not have gone worse. That was like the worst case scenario. Babe, please don't get too crazy at Thanksgiving dinner. Meet her grandma after 10 beers.
Especially running backs that switch teams and play better for their new team than they did with their old team.
Saquon Barkley.
Guys like Saquon Barkley of the Philadelphia Eagles.
I love Gruden so much. I'm so glad he does the Barstool thing.
Did you see that performance? Got me feeling 26 carries, 265 yards.
Hey!
Hope you're not next.
Me at the annual Thanksgiving family football game, absolutely trashed at 10 a.m. I think I'm prime 2011 Tim Tebow. Nobody could stop Tim Tebow. Also, why did Tim Tebow not work in the NFL? Because I felt like he was like okay for a little bit. I know he had a very unorthodox throwing style, but other than that, I don't really know why he wasn't good. My family trying to stop me from getting my second beer. It's not my second. It's my 24th that I drove. Yeah, baby! You know what would make this Thanksgiving better? My car keys! Yeah! When someone at the Thanksgiving table asks if you're ever gonna get a girlfriend, remember when Brandon Staley continued to have a job after he continued to choke like 8 NFL football games in a row? Matt Eberflus got canned on the fucking spot. He already was doing a pretty piss poor job, and then he just let his team fucking lose. It's one of the craziest things I've ever seen. That guy got canned on the spot. Brandon Staley did that like 12 times before they were like, okay, we're gonna get rid of you. And guess what? They're great now. They have a winning record. They're going to the playoffs.
You don't have to ask that again.
Baker Mayfield is suing his father and brother's company, claiming they stole $12 million from him between 2018 and 2021. Thanksgiving at the Mayfields is gonna be awkward this year. Is this true? Bucks Mayfield sues father's company, claims money not repaid. Baker Mayfield sued his father's company last week, alleging breach of contract over a failure to repay millions. Alleges that Camwood Capital Management Group and its subsidiaries obtained $12 million from the Mayfields between 2018 and 2021 without their knowledge or consent. So it sounds like his dad's company is an investment firm, Camwood Capital Management Group. The suit alleges that the Mayfield's assets were distributed and used by Camwood to pay operational expenses without proper accounting or explanation. So money laundering or embezzlement? I mean, this is just an allegation, but I mean, you don't sue your own dad unless you're gonna put up a good fucking fight. Ooh, wait a minute. Here's why they're getting sued. So way back in January, so almost 10 months ago, Camwood Capital, Baker's dad's company, said that they were gonna repay Baker $12 million, basically, in installments starting September 30th. However, the suit states that none of those obligations were fulfilled. So in January, 10 months ago, Baker and his dad hashed it out. He said, you gotta pay me back. He said, okay. Now 10 months later, he hasn't paid Baker shit. So now Baker is formally suing him. Holy shit. What kind of corrupt ass shit is this? Why would you steal $12 million from your NFL superstar son? Go fuck yourself. If it's true, I shouldn't get ahead of myself. Allegations is a very strong word, but this is crazy. At the very least, what we can say is true is they did reach an agreement to repay $12 million back in January. So it sounds like his father has already admitted that they did steal $12 million, but he agreed to pay it back, and now he just hasn't. The lawsuit is now formally requesting that Camwood, Baker's dad's company, repay the $12 million plus interest. Now, here's the thing about this, though. Baker's dad is the owner, and Baker's brother is the managing director. However, that does not mean that those two people legitimately stole the money from Baker. Was it probably them? Yeah. But it sounds like it could have been anyone in the company who had access to those funds, right? I mean, anybody could misappropriate funds if they have the access to do so. So somebody at the company was siphoning money from Baker to fucking embezzle or commit fraud. Holy shit. Me taking my Thanksgiving plate into the other room when politics get brought up at the table. There is nothing worse than people who are obsessed with politics. Nothing worse. People who are obsessed with politics may be the most insufferable people on the planet. I know somebody who literally their whole life revolves around it, and I just simply don't spend any time with them anymore. POV, your Aaron Rodgers family Thanksgiving.
Family the way you act.
Oh boy.
I'm not part of the family? No. You don't act right, you're not part of the family.
Oh my God.
Oh, you threw turkey at me? Don't blow up.
Oh my Lord.
You know what I gotta say is, like, all these videos are fake, obviously. Back then, when people weren't faking shit on the internet 24/7, they did such a good job. Like, it was so believable. It's McJuggernuggets, right? That's his name or something like that. They're all such good actors. The dad, too. Like, these are not classically trained actors. They're just good at acting.
Oh my God! I'm so good!
It's just, like, it's so believable. Me snagging every pass from my uncle. Whoa, 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 whoa! God, my grandpa, when he sees it, whoa! All right, gentlemen, another day, another heater. I love you, and there's a gaping, voidless, bottomless pit in my life that I can never fill, and I have serious mental issues that I refuse to resolve.
Trap.